Hey YouTube, it is Valerie with Money Mindset Coach. I just wanted to talk about a couple things today. One thing is I'm a big believer in the baby steps method to get out of debt, but I have also come to the realization I really didn't know that much about the Avalanche method. But I've learned a lot more about that lately, and I kind of like the idea of that. I didn't do that, but I can see how that would definitely be another way to do it. So, I'm just going to get into the first few baby steps. It all comes into the getting out of debt part. Basically, with the Dave Ramsey method, you're saving $1,000, and that can be interesting. I mean, you can sell a lot of stuff, get rid of stuff, that kind of thing to get that $1,000 if you don't have that already. And then the snowball method basically is what I'm going to be talking about. Is the once you have the $1,000, you list all of your debts, smallest to largest. Don't worry about interest rate, and go one by one by one. You start throwing everything that you can at the first debt. And basically, when you're doing that and you're getting out of debt, you're basically going to be you're not going to be going out to eat. You're not going to be going to the movies. You're not going to be doing all that discretionary money kind of stuff. You're going to stop doing all that to then put as much money towards that first debt. And then when you have that debt paid off, you take what you were paying on that debt and you put it on the next one. And then you put it on the next one and the next one and the next one. It can take anywhere from 18 months to 2 years, depending on how much debt you have and how much money you have to throw at the debt. It could take, maybe a little longer than that. It depends. But then I have been watching Caleb Hammer with Financial Audit, and he kind of does the Avalanche method. And I think you could probably even do it faster if you did that. Basically, what he does is he goes through their whole budget. He goes through their checking account for a month and sees everything that was unnecessary. All the restaurants, DoorDash, convenience stores, all that stuff, that you don't have to spend. And he then puts them on a strict budget of only the necessities. And then with the monthly income, he sees what their margin is. And with that margin, he said, say you got $1,000. If you're just bare bones and you're just paying your rent, mortgage, utilities, car payment, all the things you have to pay, and then you take everything over and above that, and he says an emergency fund, that could be like a month of income. So, you might have to do that for a few months to get, he believes in a bigger emergency fund. And then once you have that emergency fund, then you take that extra margin, 1,000, 1,500 or whatever, and you put it on the first debt. And the next month you put it on you're just chunking big, big amounts of money. And I tell you, I think things can get paid off faster. I have almost become a believer in the Avalanche method. And I was not familiar with it until I started watching him. So, take that for, Google it, look into it a little bit more and see what the differences are. But I tend to think that, I like both. I did the baby steps, but the Avalanche method might be a way to go too. You just have to really, really cut down on unnecessary spending. And the people that he has on his show have a lot of unnecessary spending. So it's amazing how much money they spend going out to eat and all that. And you're not going on vacations. You're not doing that if you're doing the baby steps or the avalanche method. You're not going to be doing that. If you're in debt, you're not going to be doing that. So basically, that's all I had to say about that. The other thing, and I really, really haven't talked about this, but I got divorced back in 2016 in the state of Illinois. And in the state of Illinois, alimony or spousal support, I call it alimony, is basically in 2015, the law changed and alimony was for life. If the only reason that it would stop is if the spouse who was getting paid alimony got married again, or one of the two people who were now divorced died. And so anyway, because of that, I haven't gotten married again. I mean, I've had a long-term relationship with somebody for 8 years, but we haven't gotten married. So I have gotten alimony all this time. Well, my ex-husband met a woman from the Philippines, and he brought her over here, and he is going to work until he is 67, and then he is moving to the Philippines with her. And that's fine. But we have come to an agreement that he's not going to be paying me my alimony after March 2025. So he is paying it through my 67th birthday in March next year. So I am in a situation where in March next year, so less than a year from now, I am not going to have that money anymore. So I've been thinking about that. And I have to say that was part of my reason for starting the YouTube channel, because I know that, there's people who, it can be a source of income. I mean, I don't think most people get rich on YouTube, but it could be supplemental. I have a job, but I don't make a ton of money there. I do get Social Security. I started that at 62. So, I have three streams of income right now, and I'm going to go down to two, and I'm going to lose the biggest one that I have. So that brings me to what I'm doing right now with my May challenge, where I am spending 1 week and then no spending the next week, spending the week, not spending, just every other week, spending, no spend, spend, no spend. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to do that during June. I said this in another video where I am only keeping a certain amount of money in my checking account. Because really, what is your checking account for? Your checking account is to pay your bills. And that's how much money you need to have in there. Now, I'm really meticulous when it comes to my money. I check my accounts every day. I know how much money I have. I keep really good track of that. I really do. And so I know exactly what I have, exactly what's coming out, and I know when it's coming out. So I always have enough money in there. And I basically have kind of figured I've settled on having $1,500 in there. And then anything over and above, when I get a paycheck, when I get my alimony, when I get Social Security, I'm moving everything over into my savings, except for $1,500 in my checking. I'm just moving that money. I do have a money market account. I have a CD, and then I've got my savings account, I've got my checking account, and I've got my Edward Jones. So I have some different things going on. But I am trying right now this year to save as much as I can and get a really good amount in my savings account. I more than likely, I mean, I don't know where YouTube will be for me by March next year. I don't know. Nobody knows that when they start YouTube. Um, it could be I could be monetized by then. I don't know. I'm hoping. But all I'm planning on doing right now is just doing content, making my videos, not giving up. I'm only 8 weeks into this. This is May 23rd, 2024. When you will see this will be in June sometime. So this is May 23rd. And so, I've only been doing this for about 8 weeks. I do have some subscribers. I do have, I'm getting some views. I don't know. I watch the videos about how to do the YouTube videos, and that's been interesting because I have been hearing from a lot of people where they say, don't give up. So, if you're watching me and you're doing what I'm doing and you have started a YouTube channel and you haven't been at it very long, keep going. Keep going. Keep doing your videos. Keep posting. Just keep on keeping on. That's the best thing you can do is consistency. And so that's what I'm doing. So I don't know. I also have my yellow lab and I would like to eventually breed her. I've talked about that on another video. If I bred her a couple times a year, that would be, however big that litter is and however much the puppies would go for, that would be a source of income. I don't know. I mean, I love my job. Absolutely love my job. But I would need more hours if I was going to do it. I would need more hours. Um, Maybe a second part-time job because what I'm working now, I'm not working. I'm not working full time. Do I want to work 40 hours? Not really. I have my little grandson that I just love. My boyfriend, he has a lot of grandkids. Right now it's like it almost feels like semi-retirement. Cause yeah, I'm working part-time, but yet I have time to see my kids, see the grandkids, do some things. It's not like I'm working all the time. Um, YouTube is, I do videos on Wednesday and Thursday because I'm already dressed for work and done the hair and everything. And so that's easy to do. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at right now, and that's what I'm doing. So, is it a little scary to think about not having my alimony? Kind of. I mean, I could have said, no, you're going to keep paying me. But you know what? He's been paying me since 2016. He's been paying for a while, for a good while. And I think he really thought that I would have been married again by now. But my boyfriend, he's been married twice, and he's, you know, I told him, I said, third time's a charm. Could be. But he doesn't seem to be too keen on the idea. And it's not that he doesn't love me. You know, it's not that. It's not that. It's just marriage in general. And, we kind of differ on that. We don't really see things eye to eye on that. And we've talked about it. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know. It's like this is I kind of look at this as a transition year. But if I can keep doing this May challenge thing where I am spending for one week, not spending on another week, and I'm only spending half half of the rest of the year. That could be quite a bit of money. I'm also doing a not buying any clothes in the year 2024, which has been extremely easy for me to do. And I got to tell you, I love clothes. But I don't think you can actually see this, so I might sit back just a little bit. But anyway, this is what I normally do is I show what it is that I'm wearing and tell you where I got it. And so this is a dress. It is Dana Buckman. I have this that I kind of wear with it because I don't like my arms all that much. This is a little, sweater thingy. Alfani. I did get this. I did get this at, I got it at Macy's. Hardly ever. I think one time in maybe, I don't know how many years, I have been in Macy's, but I did. I went in there, got this, so I still have this, but this dress, this Dana Buckman dress, is, I love this dress. It's floor length, but it's got I think it's got a slit on both sides, so it's very comfortable. Um, I got this from my sister. My sister gave it to me. And it's like, wow. So this dress was free. And I can't think of anything else in my closet that was free because most everything is thrift store. I'm a big thrift store person. I love it. I've talked about it before. The one that I go to on Tuesdays, it's senior day. You get 30% off. It's wonderful. And I positively love it. But anyway, that's what I am wearing today. I actually looked online and I think um, I found Dana Buckman to be, 40, 50, $60. I don't know. I mean, I could ask my sister what she paid for this, but it's a very nice dress. I wore it to work today. Very comfortable. I actually like dresses during the summer because they're not going to get hot. They're going to be very flowy. I have restless leg syndrome. And I can't wear stuff that's really tight on my legs. I just can't. And it'll be fine for a while and then it'll really bother me. And so I have to kind of stay away from that. So dresses and skirts are perfect for me. And I really like them during the spring and the summer. Yeah, I hope you can't hear that. My neighbor. I don't know. Maybe you won't. Maybe you can't hear that loud uh, engine. I hope not. Oh well. Not the greatest neighbors in the world. But anyway, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm wearing. The dress was free. This right here is Alfani. I bought it at Macy's. Don't remember what I paid for it, but it was on the clearance rack. I do remember that. So anyway, that is all I have for now. Um, like I say, give it a big thumbs up if you like this video. If you, I would love it if you subscribed. Comments would be wonderful. Thank you so much for joining me again. If you've been here before, I am thrilled. So, what I say at the end of every video is use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without.